Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Cam, here with my brief thoughts on Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. This was directed by the directing duo known as Daniels, and it starred Michelle Yeoh, and it was released by A24. We all know who they are. It tells the story of a woman named Evelyn, played by Yeoh. She leads a very stressful life. Her husband wants a divorce, her daughter wants nothing to do with her. Her father pretty much just openly says that he's not proud of her at all. And their laundromat is about to be audited upon by, well, basically Karen Prime, played by Jamie Lee Curtis of all people. But in the middle of the audit meeting, she is approached by her husband, the conscience of her husband from another dimension. And she is told that she is the one to stop this great evil, called a name that I am not going to pronounce but will put in the lower third now, to try and save the multiverse from being completely destroyed. I could not go anywhere on social media without hearing something about Everything Everywhere All at Once. This movie was getting hyped to the nines, and so I finally found a theater close enough to me to where I could finally go see it. And I am so glad that I did. Now, keep in mind that I'm recording this on the weekend, or close to the weekend, that we're getting The Bad Guys from DreamWorks, The Northman from Robert Eggers, and The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, the Nicolas Cage movie. So this statement might age about as well as milk does in the sun, but Everything Everywhere All at Once, as of right now, is my favorite movie of 2022. Firstly, Michelle Yeoh. I mean, she's just awesome in this. She's been awesome for about a minute now, so it's kind of like a don't call it a comeback, she's been here for years type of situation, but she shines like a diamond in this. The girl who plays her daughter, and I'm going to read her name so I get her right, Stephanie Hsu. It's spelled H-S-U, so I sincerely hope that I'm not butchering it, because she was fantastic. Despite all the craziness that happens, and this movie is a nut bar, this movie maintains the story of a mother and a daughter. And that's what makes the movie work. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this gentleman's name. He was Short Round in Temple of Doom, but it was nice to see him back, and honestly, he had some great scenes in his own right. I'm not one of those types that dislikes Short Round. He had his annoying scenes, but he was at least useful. I mean, he took out the voodoo kid. That's definitely saying something. And he could drive. But it was nice to see him back, and especially considering I read in an interview that he left acting because there just weren't enough roles for Asian Americans back then. Kind of makes me sad, but it also makes me happy to see him in a movie like this, because he's awesome. I hope he gets booked in more stuff. Jamie Lee Curtis is, well, just great in this. I mean, I forget how good she is sometimes, because I remember her mostly for the Halloween movies and a couple of others, but she is actually really good here. But like I said, this movie thrives on the relationship between the mother and the daughter, and it also ties into basically this movie being the best anti-nihilism message you could ever ask for. I won't go into spoilers, but let's just say basically this movie is a battle against chaos. Stephanie Hsu's character, I wanna not spoil anything, but basically this movie leans heavily into the nihilism debate and how there's a certain school of thought in terms of nihilism that we're all just specks of dust in the grand scheme of things, and everything that we do is just going to be meaningless at the end of the day.
Oh, that must be exhausting.
In the words of Linkin Park, we tried so hard, we got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter. This movie does a good job of showing that, yeah, we might be inconsequential in the grand scheme of things, but we only have one life, so we should try and make it as good as possible while we can. That's a great message to have. If you couldn't tell by my statement that this being my favorite movie of 2022, let me galvanize that for you. This movie is amazing. This is gonna have some stiff competition, especially in the form of The Northman, which I'm really looking forward to. But as of right now, Everything Everywhere All at Once is my favorite movie of the year. But what did you all think of this movie? I have a feeling it's going to be overwhelmingly positive. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to read what you have to say. And if you like this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below. And if you like this video and you want to see more like it, hit the subscribe button with your pinky finger and click the bell to allow notifications. That way when a new video drops, you'll be the first to know about it. My name is Ryan Cam. I'll see you in the next one.